Chapter 1, ladies. Welcome to the What If Zuko was I forget his name, part 3. So, the in the last two ones, they were, so it was built up to this moment. So, the demon, like, so there used to be two, who, first was Sandman, where is he? This guy. Second was this girl that got cheated on by her husband. Third was that cheating husband that he killed and then came back. And then but now it's the fourth one is the demon, or the demonized Nomu. And then we got the number 5 is the demon ein muscular. So yeah. So that's 5 demons, and they all have their own ranks. And plus, she had a son that wanted to, or learned martial arts pretty good, like perfect, like mastered it. And then when she had to be right back, of course, the funny thing was that during the camp arc, before her, of course, Momo snuck into Zuko's bedroom, or the tent, and she did the deed in to him when he was sleeping. But the second personality of him says, "You dirty little girl." Oh. Yeah. So then she controlled his body, and she did disable the turning people into demons before. So she basically made Momo suffer. Yeah. As the portal opens up. Yeah. It was just weird. Because it was still middle of the night. So, and plus in the pocket universe that he created, or that, so she ends up, or so Momo was like, wants to like, and yeah, so that girl says, I know that you hunched the first personality. Now I have found a good punishment. As her arm, her left arm, did that. As Momo says, what the heck is that? As it wraps around her body and it consumed her. Like, done. And when it was in, or when she was in that tendril's arm thing, she did the deed in so much. So, what does the number 2 or second personality, like, pulls up the pants thing in, and after that deed was done, the tendril barfs out Momo, a naked Momo, no, as she felt so violated in her life. Hey, as she's begging, her stomach was like, her stomach was so big that it looked like a rock that, like that one. Her stomach looked like that. And she couldn't believe that some monstrous freak show that came out of the second personality's arm made her have a. So, yeah. Then Momo was like, was stuck in that dimension. So, because of second personality, time speeds up in this world, or in this dimension. But we're still in this same, or in the normal world that you grew up, or that is slow, like not even moving. But time goes way faster here. As, yeah, Momo's stomach was so big, that was just, yeah, you don't want to know what they did. So, yeah. So then so she's begging to number 2 personality to let her get out of here. But then her stomach, like her water, broke. And she's screaming in pain. And she says, just relax, let me do this. As Momo gives birth to not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 12 kids. Or no, not 12 kids, 100 kids. Yeah. As her stomach went back to normal size. And the kids, the toddlers, were demons with Momo's powers. So they could create anything. But they were under control of their... Yeah. So it's basically, 100 kids, or 101, including this. So, yeah. It was... So, then... So, basically, then Mr. Ozawa, asks him how did he sleep. Him? Very good. My number 2 personality told me that one of the students tried to, as he walks up to Mr. Ozawa, molest me last night. And when she got what she deserved. And when Mr. Ozawa heard that what she got deserved, did you kill her? No. You do not want to know where she's at right now. And number 2 is telling me that wait, what? As one of the pussycats went into his head, and you know which one, the one that I always use. This girl right here. She went in, and when she saw like Momo's like what her body was, like what number 2 did was like, it looked like mixed between horrifying. Like, what did she do? And number 2 sees her. Oh, she basically tried to molest. That's number 1 and them. But I took care of her. Gonna see what I do to her again, or I'll do it. No thanks. So because Momo can't even move around, like she can't even get up or stand up straight thing, because her body was so weak. As they're like, man, number 2, or your number 2's personality is like really weird. Well, she's a protector, but she's also a mother to those children. That's why the very first one as she asked, was him. And then, because she saw the toddler for herself of some other parent that were going through a weird thing. So then he tells him, and his ministers, I was like, man, so now we get back to where we left off. That's a recap one. So now the Zuko, Toga was there. Of course, they kidnapped Zuko before. And, of course, Zuko decides, oh, what's going on? And so they did as Toga asked him to gives her the power of immortality thing, because whoever gets turns into a demon becomes immortal on whole. And there's having all this much power, the becoming a demon and the quirks infused with it. It would be like 7 deadly sins, but Zuko gains their memories instead of, So Zuko says, all right. So the hands became unlatched, and he infected Toga and the Magnus. In this world, in this alternate timeline, Magnus still lives, but now she is now transformed into Demon Human Magnus. If you guys don't know what Demon Magnus is, it's basically like Magnus Girl, the one. This person got transformed into a demon too. So his body, Hermione. Let me look up. I looked it up, and she is the, so she ends up getting consumed as now her body is now and plus Toga's body went a different route. She became this ultimate version, like a monster without any. Hold on. I know. So she became a monster, with horns growing out of her head. Her bloodlust, her teeth became sharp as these ones right here. As she has now more striking power, as her eyes start to as she's like, and so now she's evolved into Demon Himigo Toga. Yeah, she is a monster that, man, they pretty much listen to her. And so the story goes. And so now All Might versus All for One. All Might was down but not out. But then All for One is about to say something. As the Zuko smacks him in the face, or actually jumps, kicks, or drop kicks him, or sends him flying. As he says, you have to deal with us first. As there was that one, the like, yeah. So the guy, or so the All for One, chops the head off of the sad demon. As the sad demon became the four, like this one, this one, this one, this one. But they are obedience to Zuko, so they obey him. And yeah. And the small one was obeying him too. So then the others learn martial arts, drops, kicks them, and of course, Toga, or Demon Himigo Toga. I'm saying demon, like in Demon Lord. Himigo Toga was as the basically had or was like bit All for One's right through his mask and rips the skin right off of the All for One. As a Nomu comes in, whacks him in the face, and like everything else. So yeah. So then time skip to overhaul arc. Because but before that very next day, so the girly girl, or her, walks over to that child that had the one father and no mother one, though, because her, in the number 2 video I went over and how, like, so she ends up she tells him that she'll take care of him. Okay. So, yeah. So then, yeah. Then the guy's like, okay. Even the child was like, or he was growing. So the kid was like, of course, the quirk doctor told them, and then, yeah. As she really did take good care of him, like, and like, the child was like, yeah. And of course, he was of age. Like, then his father told her, or told him that don't overdose on meds. And 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 that will kill you. Just like how your mother was. Your new mother, her, she is not a demon. She's not like an evil demon. She's actually she is a fusion. She's a part of a personality. Or should I say, she looks through the eyes of the boy's eyes. The one that you saw on screen, that white, or that green-haired, long-haired kid. Yeah. Huh? Well, she can see through his eyes. She actually lives in the pocket universe. Oh. Okay. So yeah. So then she's like, as he also told him that that she actually saved, or actually the person that she sees through his eyes are Zuko Midoriya. So, but he also knew that he explains a lot. So the Monday is she knows that that boy is not her like child, but she doesn't care about that. She wants him to live his best life. As she even told him that, I know that I'm not your biological mother, but you who I love you so much. Hey? As he really didn't care. Her, or he does care about her. And before she left, and she says, or she actually heard him say, "Love you, Mom." Yeah. As she is a mother of 102 kids, because she already adopted one to be added to 101. Yeah. And plus, 101 of them are living in her dimension, like her pocket universe. And then for Zuko, he has his own, but because they always switch out. of course, it was just like, and this boy right here is because when I said he has 102 now, one of those kids, the the adopted child, was actually him, but more happy. And he cares about, or no, she cares about him. And plus, he's adopted. He knows that he's adopted. So then So then the overhaul fight thing. And of course, Momo was still stuck in that world. On. And she got. She did that deed a lot. If you haven't checked out, I don't remember what part. So if you haven't checked out part 1 or part 2, or maybe this part, or one of these 3, when I say they did the deed, well, it should have been 18 plus thing. So, or you could always look it up on Google on it. And so, yeah. Zuko. So Momo is getting her stomach thing. Definitely like her stomach turns into. Give me 1 minute. Into that every day. And yeah. And the number 2 always gets amused by it. It's fascinating. I mean, isn't it? As Momo is like, is saying it in her head of, no, it's not. Yeah. So basically, yeah. Then, through the rest of the day, or in the normal world, so then, basically, he basically saved everyone. He went to a quirk doctor to. So he was like, man. So, yeah. It was just dumb, weird thing. Like, he goes to a quirk doctor, and because he knew that the quirk doctor, or actually the quirk doctor was a villain. He knew that. So he goes over, and like, as the quirk doctor's like begging for his life. It was a clone one. So he took care of the clone one. Then he goes for an actual one downstairs. And then so then it wasn't too late. It was pretty early. And he goes berserk. He destroys all the quirks. or he actually absorbed all of it into his dimension. Because they both have two different dimensions. So then he destroys all the remaining Nomu, setting the children free, and then, yeah, then the court doctor was begging for his life. And he says, I will, as he turns the Quark Doctor into a demon version of him. Yeah. As the Quark Doctor's memories got absorbed into his body. He has a little bank, or like the zero is taking all those like negative memories things and destroying them. So yeah. So then Zuko, or so the demon Quark's doctor became his subordinate. So now he is at the level, or now, so all the 6 demons that he currently controls is now Quark Doctor's at 10, Nomu's at 9, Toga is at 8, Magnus was 7, the sad girl, or sad guy, this guy is at number 5, and she is at number 4. So yeah, so now there's only, so he did like do like plus I forgot to mention in the battle thing, he took out mustard, not the it's ketchup kind. It's not like that, but the villain named him. So he became a demon of sleeping gas thing. So then, yeah, he infected. He also, I forgot that about Demon Musclear was number 2, or no, number 3. Then the Zuko. So then the number 2 and number 1, he actually infected Spitter and the Twice. So all 10 demons are now in his like control thing. Like they serve him royalty. So yeah. His son, or 51 boys and 51 girls were actually, they could not believe that Zuko, or actually they met Zuko, and of course everybody's like, man, you always seem so busy with, as the, so Ochako decides, okay, this guy's way cuter, but somehow, as she asks him out on a date, and the guy says sure, because the girl, the second personality, and him are already married. It's just the when the yeah. So then Ochako got married, or dates, and then married, and then she had 6 kids. Yeah, he had or they did the deed. They had 6 kids, and afterwards. So then yeah, and so Zuko, was, so 102 times 6 equals 108. Yeah. Then, of course, when he checked on his number 2, like his wife, or his second personality, and she basically made Momo give birth to 102 again and again. So basically, Momo, whose body was like tortured. That was torture. And she couldn't even crawl. Plus, every time she tries to get away, the hand brings her back. That tendril brings her back. So, yeah. So then Ochako was like, and what is your second personality doing? Oh, she's just, or actually Ochako says, how's Momo doing? As he, looks away. She's doing good, but she's getting tortured. I'll just say that. As Ochako's like, wait, so she's getting tortured by who? Ochako. My second personality, remember? Oh, okay, yeah. And she smacks herself in the forehead. So now 102 plus 102 equals, yeah, makes it 2004. Yeah. 204. So then, plus add to that is the 108. That was just, yeah. So then, yeah. So then Zuko, number 1, tells number 2 to just give her some breathing room. Sheesh. Okay, fine. No. I said give her some breathing room, not... I didn't say that can still do it again. Let her recover from it. Okay. Because I don't want to explain it, but yeah. So, now this is the end of the what if. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.